Hi guys, it's Xenia. Welcome back to my channel. So this is actually my very last video of this year, which sounds kind of crazy to say because today when I'm filming this video, it is currently December 28th and you guys are probably going to be seeing this pretty much right before the New Year's. So this is going to be my last video of 2022. I literally have no idea how this entire year just flew right in front of me. I think that's something that a lot of us are saying right now. It is what it is, you know, we gotta welcome a new year, 2023, and I'm super excited to just give you guys more perfume content, obviously, and honestly more content in general. I know I keep saying that I want to diversify my channel, and again, that's not to scare anybody that loves my perfume videos because those will always be coming, but I do want to add in random vlogs or makeup videos and just other things, just have a little bit of a variety going on. But the niche of my channel will kind of always remain to perfumes and hygiene and smelling good, that type of thing. This is my second year doing YouTube, and not too long ago we just hit 40,000 subscribers, which is insane to me. I can't even wrap my head around 40,000 people watching me, even though people have millions, but even 40,000 just seems incomparable to me right now. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and for watching my videos and for always commenting on my videos and on my Instagram and just kind of keeping up with me. I'm super grateful for all of you. I just wish a happy and healthy new year to everybody that's watching this video. I am currently a little bit sick. I don't know if it translates on camera, which is crazy because this exact time last year I actually had COVID, so I wasn't even able to really celebrate New Year's. I was literally quarantined in my room, and my husband didn't have COVID. This year I actually got sick from him. He got sick first, then gave it to me. Thankfully it's not COVID this time, but I feel like everybody in the world, literally right now, is sick. Let me know in the comments of this video if you're sick right now. I feel like everybody is sick right now. It's literally hard to find medication at the store. That's how crazy it is. Anyways, all that aside, in today's video I am going to be showing you guys the best perfume discoveries of 2022. These are the perfumes that I discovered this year that literally have become some of my perfumes for life. These are just the best, and this bunch is honestly kind of my most used at the same time as them being my favorite perfume discoveries ever. And I don't even want to say just of this year favorite perfume discoveries, because I mean I'm sure I'll discover amazing perfumes in 2023 as well, but I feel like these perfumes are perfume discoveries for life. That's how obsessed I am with pretty much all these perfumes. They've become signatures. I wear these more often than I do any of my other perfumes that you can see behind me, and you see I have an extensive collection, so that tells you something. So as you see in the title, this is a top 10, but you know it's never really a top 10. I put top 10 in the title just because it looks better to put top 10, but really it's top 11, but nobody needs to know. With all that said, before we get into this video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. So in absolutely no particular order, okay, all of these are equally my favorite. Let's just start with this one. So a lot of these are definitely going to be repetitive. They're perfumes that you've heard me talk about in the past, but obviously if I've talked about them before and I keep mentioning them, obviously you know that I love them. So Musk Noir Rose has to be hands down one of the best perfumes that I have ever discovered, period. Not just in this year, but period. And you see all these perfumes I have behind me. You know I smelled a lot of perfumes, so that's a bold statement and I'm sticking behind it. I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with this house, as you all know. There's been many perfumes that I've come across that I strongly dislike in this house. For example, Narciso Rodriguez For Her, I think, the one in the pink bottle. I know it's loved by many people. I personally cannot stand it. It does not do well with me. If you're into really strong rosy scents and kind of a synthetic rose, then you probably love it. I know a lot of people do. I personally, let's just not talk about it. It's not my scent, but I smelled this in Greece for the very first time. I went to a huge department store. I was smelling a million perfumes, and I went towards this scent because the darkness of the bottle kind of attracted to me. You know, I really love these sort of darker bottles. I love the kind of more sexy sort of scents that are a little bit stronger. And so that's what attracted me to this scent. And I think I had also seen a couple TikToks, but I was like, you know what? I'm in the store. It's right there. Let me go smell it. And thank God I did, because I was enamored. I was in love. And I think I wasn't even that in love in the store, which makes me so happy that I even bought this, because I think in the store I had sprayed so many perfumes at that point that when I went to this, I was like, oh, that smells really good, I'm gonna pick it up. But I don't even think I realized how good this was gonna be until I went home and I actually sprayed it on. And I had it on like just alone, nothing else interfering with it. And I was like, wow, that is literally the best perfume I've ever smelled. Oh my God. Okay, so it's like a deep, plummy, kind of musky, but it's like this dark musk. It's not like that nauseating musky scent, because I'm very, very sensitive to musky scents. Honestly, a lot of the times when I hear musk in notes of perfumes or even in the name, I kind of try to stay away from it, because a lot of times musk literally smells like BO to me, but it does not in this perfume whatsoever. It's not that kind of musk. It's just like this dark musk that just adds like this sexy touch to it. And then, like I said, kind of the main part of this is like this deep plummy scent. It also has pink pepper, so there's like a tiny bit of spice. And then of course you do get the rose. But now the difference between the rose that's in here and then the rose that they have in like the For Her perfume that I mentioned earlier that I absolutely hate is that the rose in here is not synthetic, and it's almost like I don't even pick it up that much. It's just adding some sort of like floral feminine element to it, but not necessarily for me to call like this strictly a rose scent, if that makes any sense. Like, yes, it's there, but it's also kind of not. And then you also get vanilla in here, so it is like a sweet scent kind of overall, but it's just so much more complex than all of that. Just take my word for it, this is amazing. But I'm gatekeeping this one because, you know what, like, I know my channel is not super big, so we can just keep this perfume between us. Moving right along, the next absolutely amazing perfume discovery of this year is YSL Libra Intense. So I obviously have the original YSL Libra, which I think I discovered last year, and I love it. I have nothing bad to say about it. But I feel like for as much as I loved it, I didn't wear it nearly as much as I thought that I would have, because I feel like I loved it, but there was something missing in it. And when I smelled this perfume for the first time, I was like, okay, this is what's been missing in that perfume all along. And what's missing is like this deep vanilla-y, ambery, just depth, something sweet to that fragrance, and that's exactly what the Intense version is. To be honest, I don't dabble with flankers too much, because I'm one of those people that tends to think that like the original is just like the best and it can't get any better. But that's obviously not always the case, and with this, it's not the case at all, because this is literally the absolute best YSL Libra ever. This puts me in a spell every time I smell it. It is just something about this perfume. It's literally one of the sexiest, hottest, most intoxicating perfumes you will ever smell. If you are a guy, get this for your girl. Get this for any woman in your life, and they will smell like walking money. And you still do get that strong lavender vibe that's also in the original, which I know is kind of love or hate. For me, it's totally love, which I feel like the reason why some people don't really mess around with lavender too much is because lavender can sometimes tend to give perfumes like this masculine vibe, which I feel like this kind of has. Not strongly though, like I don't see this being like unisex or even like cologne vibes at all, but there is like this little touch of masculine to this. But I personally feel like that just makes it even more sexy. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's definitely coming from the lavender, but it's not pure lavender. Because of that vanilla, you get just like this sweet, rich, deep sort of scent to it that just, it makes the fragrance basically. So I am absolutely obsessed with this. Honestly, it's been my absolute go-to going out scent. Every single time I'm going out for a date night, for a dinner, whatever the case, I wear this scent. So that is why I sell Libra Intense. All right, let's quickly get this out of the way. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I know we've all heard it. You've heard it from me. You've heard it from literally everybody else. But it is a perfume that I discovered this year, so I'm going to talk about it because it definitely falls into like the best perfumes that I've discovered this year. And it is Baccarat Rouge. Don't worry, I'm gonna basically skim through this perfume because you've heard it all. Okay, we all have. But this perfume, as much as I didn't think I needed this before I bought it because I had so many dupes of it, I was like, I don't need the original. Like, I basically have like a million dupes in my collection. I have dupes from dupe companies that I've worked with. I have dupes like Cloud by Ariana Grande. Like, a lot of perfumes that basically are supposed to imitate this perfume. But I got so obsessed with it at one point that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Like, I just went to the store and I picked it up, and it was the best decision ever because, although yes, I had all of those dupes, and yes, all of those dupes really come very close to this perfume, I just feel like they don't do it like the original. In this original formula, I feel like there's just something that cannot be imitated. A lot of perfumes will come very close to it, like 95% close to it, but then there's just something that cannot be imitated, and I can't explain it, but it's just how I feel. This is a really unique, out there fragrance. It's a type of fragrance that I've literally never smelled in any other perfume ever. Like, there's no fragrance where I could be like, oh, this reminds me of this perfume or that perfume. There's really nothing. Like, this is very much one of a kind, which is why I got a lot of popularity very fast. There's like celebrities using this perfume. Literally everybody on TikTok is using this perfume. Everyone is using this perfume, but for a good reason. I used to think it was overrated, but now that I actually have it, ever since I owned it and wore it, I don't think that anymore. Like, I'm literally obsessed with this perfume. There's something about it. Recently, I had one of the white gummy bears, like the Haribo gummy bears, and there was something that I tasted in that gummy bear that I was like, oh my god, this kind of tastes like what Baccarat Rouge smells like. It was really weird, and I don't know if you guys feel that way, but like, I feel like this smells like a gummy bear or something like that. Some type of sweet, but also just really unique, unexplainable. So that's Baccarat Rouge. I know we've talked about this a lot, so let's move on to the next. Here is another major love of mine and just one of the best discoveries of this year also. This is Hot Couture by Givenchy. Now, something you'll see in a lot of these perfumes is that a lot of them don't have significant dents, so I feel like I always get these questions of like, well, your perfume doesn't even look like it's used, so how can you say that you like it? Do you see how many perfumes I have behind me? Do you really think that I sit there and wear the exact same perfume every single day? Because I don't. So if I were to do that, obviously I would put a significant dent into the perfume that I was using religiously every single day. But I don't do that because I have so many perfumes, so I try to kind of use all of them, and so it's kind of hard to make a dent into one. And I also use a lot of my perfumes in like different occasions. But this perfume, as you can see, I've made a little dent into it, and I kind of strictly only wear this perfume for going out, and I don't even go out that much. But you can tell that I've used this a lot. Considering there's a little dent in it, obviously it's not major because what I just said, like, I don't use this every single day. But there's a significant dent because I use this like almost every single time I go out. But I have kind of stopped using it because I have recently discovered the YSL Libra, so I've been using that now whenever I go out. Like, I kind of, you know, like to change between them all. But this perfume has just stolen my heart. Like, it is so good, and it is very intoxicating. I've gotten millions of compliments on this scent. Every single time I've gone out to a restaurant, I'll get compliments from like the waiters, I'll get compliments from like my friends, I'll get compliments from my husband. Literally every single time, without a doubt, I wear this. Honestly, a lot of these perfumes that I'm showing, but this one specifically, I've just gotten so many compliments. What a lot of people kind of say that this smells like is raspberry cigarettes, which I kind of don't agree with because I don't really find this that smoky. Yes, there's like this weird suede leathery type of vibe, which I would never really like because I don't think those notes kind of do well on my skin. But there's something about this and the mixture with the raspberry that this has, it's extraordinary. Like, it is such a good scent, very sexy, very kind of like dark and mysterious, and very much like a going out, definitely more like nighttime occasion type of a scent. So yeah, if you're going on a date, on a first date, on a date with your man, whatever the case, wear this. The next amazing perfume that I discovered this year is 212 VIP by Herrera. So this is kind of like a very underrated perfume, I feel like. Nobody really talks about. I think when I found this, I was trying to look up reviews and literally nobody talks about this fragrance. But once I looked up the notes, I knew I had to have it. And when I finally tried it, it is everything and more. So this is kind of a weird mixture of like this boozy, passion fruit, vanilla, deep, sort of musky scent. It's like a weird combo between being sweet, being musky, being a tad bit like tropical, but not really at the same time. Like, I feel like there is, yes, a tropical vibe to it, but not in the sense of beachy tropical, more so like a scent that you bring with you to a vacation that you wear on like a night out, you know what I mean? Like you're dressed up, you're going to dinner, something like that. And I guess the only thing that gives off that tropical vibe is the passion fruit, because it does have like this juicy fruitiness to it, but then you get hit with that rum, so it immediately makes that passion fruit. It almost smells like a boozy tropical drink in the beginning, but then it kind of like deepens up with the tonka and the vanilla that is in the base, and then you also get like this musky vibe to it. It's just like a really intricate scent, and it just gives me sexy bougie vibes, and it's so good. It's definitely a very not talked about but very intoxicating scent, so I highly recommend 212 VIP. If you like more of like a boozy vanilla, musky vanilla, just something a little bit more unique than a basic vanilla scent, get 212 VIP by Carolina Herrera. This next scent might be me kind of cheating in this video, because I know technically this is like the best perfumes that I used this year, and this perfume I only just recently discovered, but I can tell you right now, this perfume I will be using well into next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, because it is literally my dream perfume. I've been trying to find a scent like this, and I just cannot. Like, scents like this are really hard to come across, in the sense that, yes, they make a lot of these types of scents, but they're never done right. That is Al Rehab. I'm not really sure how to say the name of it. It's an Arabic perfume, and it's called Choco Musk. If you're looking for a true gourmand, you want to smell like chocolate ice cream, like just delicious chocolate, like edible to the point where you literally smell like walking chocolate, and just like warmth, get this perfume. A lot of the times perfumes that try to be this perfume are not done right, because they're very synthetic smelling, and there's something in there that's just like off, or it doesn't work with your skin, or it ends up smelling like really cheap. This does not. It is so authentic. And also, because it's an Arabic perfume, these perfumes are known for their strong projection and for their lasting power, and this will literally linger on for days. And honestly, the more that you wear it, the better that it becomes, because after wearing this for like 8-9 hours, it tends to just kind of mesh with your skin, and if anybody comes to hug you, they will smell like this warmth, deliciousness, chocolatey sweet scent. And it is addicting. Truly, it's addicting. And this does have a lot of notes, but to be honest, what I smell the most in this perfume are an amazing combination of vanilla and milk chocolate. Those are the two standout notes in here, and it's all I can smell, and it's honestly all I want to smell out of all those notes. It's all I want to smell is chocolate and vanilla, and that's exactly what you get. It does not smell cheap. It is just so authentic to what it is, and I'm so happy that I finally found a perfume that claims to be a true gourmand that is just done to absolute perfection. I'm so excited to try out more Arabic perfumes, so if you have like amazing recommendations for me based off of my taste, leave them in the comments, because I want to try so many of these out. Oh, and it's also $14 on Amazon. It'll be linked in my storefront. You could definitely check it out there. This next perfume might seem kind of like a shock, because I feel like ever since I made my collaboration like sponsored video with this, I never really talked about it after that, but I continued to wear it after that point. I just never really included it in a lot of videos. Now, this video is not sponsored whatsoever. I haven't had contact with this company ever since I worked with them, but I have literally been using this and loving this perfume. I think it smells so incredible. It comes from a dupe house, and that dupe house is Be Layered. So this perfume is Dolled Up by Be Layered, and this is supposed to be an imitation perfume for Supreme Bouquet by YSL, which I have never smelled. I didn't even know I needed that perfume until I smelled this perfume. My voice keeps like going in and out because my throat is so dry. Anyways, it's sexy, it's feminine, it's floral, it's sweet, it's everything that I want it to be in the absolute best combination, and just the best balance of everything that I love, done to perfection. I definitely see this more so as like a going out scent. It gives me like sexy, rich vibes, like put together. You smell sexy. That's this perfume. In this you get notes like tuberose, fruits, jasmine, which I love jasmine scents. I think jasmine gives perfumes a really feminine quality, and that's what's happening in here. You get amber in here. You do get patchouli, but it's very like unnoticeable in this perfume, but that does make this perfume last really long, which I really appreciate. I think Supreme Bouquet is like almost in the 200s, whereas this dupe is like $50, and it's well worth every single penny, because it acts just like a designer or a niche perfume, if not better. I think even the name is perfect for this perfume, Dolled Up, because that's what it is. It's a perfume that you wear when you're dolled up. It just gives off that vibe as soon as you smell it. It's an enticing scent where if you smell this on somebody, you would automatically just go up to them and be like, you smell amazing. So if you want to be getting compliments left and right, wear this perfume. This next perfume is totally unlike any of the other perfumes that I just talked about. I feel like all these other perfumes have a lot in common in the sense that they're very sweet, very strong, mostly like really sexy, intoxicating, like dark type of scents, because that's just the type of scents that I'm into mainly. But I do have like my lighter, more feminine, more floral, fresh days also, and this is the perfect perfume for that. So this perfume is so floral that I don't know how I like this, but I don't just like this. Like, I'm obsessed with this perfume, and it says a lot about this perfume because there's a significant dent in it, and this was the perfume out of so many that I brought with me to my vacation in Europe this summer, and I wore this honestly more than all the other perfumes that I brought with me. This was just like my go-to day-to-day fragrance. Like, it's all I wanted to wear. I just wanted to feel clean, smell clean, and feminine, and it was summertime, so it was really hot, so I just wanted something that was like easy, no fuss, wasn't gonna weigh me down, and that's this perfect scent, and that is Dolce by Dolce Gabbana. This perfume, I don't think it's discontinued, but you kind of see it less and less in stores, but because of that, and because it's been out for a minute, you could find it for a really nice price. I think I found this like decently sized bottle. It's a 1.6 fluid ounce for, I think it was like $40 or $50 at like a CVS. So you could get a really good deal on it, even though it is a designer scent. This has amazing longevity, like it lasts an entire day. Oh, the smell. This is why I love taking perfumes with me to vacation, because when I come back, it reminds me of that, and that's exactly what this perfume does to me. Good times. Good times. So this perfume has a lot of florals in it. You get neroli, papaya flower, water lily, narcissus, amaryllis, and then you get base notes of musk and cashmere. And so nowhere in this do you get like actual sweet notes, but I don't know. There's just something about this. It just lures me in every time I smell it. It is just so good. It has like this fruity vibe. Even though there's like no fruits that are actually mentioned in here, there's this like bright, juicy, almost like aquatic scent to it. So maybe that's why I'm thinking that it's fruity, even though there's no fruits. I don't know. It's just so good. The florals are not headache inducing. They're not like those strong, mature florals, not at all. They're very like aquatic, upbeat, fresh type of florals. So that is Dolce by Dolce Gabbana. Now, this next scent is technically not a perfume that I discovered this year, but it also kind of is. I think I smelled this perfume literally right at the beginning of this year. Like literally January 1st is when I smelled this, because I remember ordering it. And I remember I filmed like a whole dedicated review to this perfume, and I had filmed that right after I had gotten over COVID. And I got over COVID literally right after New Year's. So that's right when I got this fragrance. So I've had this fragrance for an entire year. This is Eilish by Billie Eilish. It is one of the best sweet fragrances. If you're into vanillas and you don't own this, what are you doing? This is sweet vanilla perfection, but it has like warmth to it. It's not basic. It doesn't smell like that cheap vanilla scent. It has a little bit of like spice to it. It low-key kind of smells like a candle, but don't take that in the wrong way because it smells really good. It smells like a cupcake, but like a sexy cupcake. Just buy it. If you're into sweet vanilla scents, just buy it, okay? Everyone left and right is gonna compliment you on this scent, especially men, because you know men really just love these types of sweeter scents on women. My husband loves this. Literally every guy I've ever made smell this scent loves it. So I don't know what it is. It's just how it is. It's everything that I love. For a sweet lover, this is a masterpiece. So that's all I have to say about this. And speaking of sweet, another new discovery that I discovered sort of towards the end of this year, because it came out at the end of this year. This is Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. So this is a very affordable scent. You could get a gift set of this for $25. That comes with a perfume, it comes with a travel size perfume, it comes with a lip gloss, and it's all $25. This scent is so good. There's white chocolate in here, hence why it's literally in the shape of a chocolate. It looks like strawberry chocolate of some sort, and it kind of smells like it. Not like strawberry chocolate, but it reminds me of like pink chocolate. It's very creamy. There's marshmallow in here as well, so it's like creamy, ooey gooey, chocolatey deliciousness, but also with the hint of perfuminess, because it's not totally like gourmand. There is like a perfumey scent to it, which kind of makes it a little bit, I don't want to say sexy, but it kind of amps it up from being just like an edible gourmand scent, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is delicious. Definitely a major win for a fragrance discovery that I discovered this year. And then the very last scent that I'm going to talk about, I also bought this scent at the same exact time when I bought the Musk Noir Rose when I was in Greece. I bought these both there. Different stores, but I bought them both in the same trip. So this is Trussardi Donna, and this kind of falls into this category where it's not entirely like sweet, or at least as sweet as some of these other ones that I just talked about. This is more fruity, it's more upbeat. There is sweetness to this, unlike this one, which is mainly just like an aquatic floral scent. This one has a lot of fruity notes in it, so it has like this sweetness to it, but it also has citrus in it, which gives this like a little tang, a little sour kick. But then you also get some florals, making it really feminine. And then you also get vanilla in here, so you do get a little bit of sweetness. You get like this woody, sort of patchouli, cedary sort of dry down, which I love. The combination of all those notes is amazing to me. This is very much like a signature, everyday, sexy, feminine scent. Very like clean, but not boring clean. So that is Trussardi Donna. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. These were my favorite fragrance discoveries of this year, but let me know what your favorite fragrance discoveries of this year were. I'm gonna end off this video right now because I'm starting to like completely lose my voice, and I'm like, I can't catch my breath. Hope you guys have a safe and happy New Year's, and I will see you guys in 2023.